sweating. It's damn hot out here. Summertime in Texas is no damn joke. And we got no AC in this back shop. But we are finally working on the Mustang. I had to finally clean some stuff up here in the shop. We got a bunch going on here. Kevin's Charger's been sitting here a long time with no blower. And I think he's actually selling it. I don't know. And then the Demon, obviously, you guys probably seen that video of where it got totaled. So that thing's just been sitting here forever too. And then we got a bunch of Nick's parts in here. My car's in here with a bunch of parts. And I went and picked up another box yesterday. I'm broke, so I can only do the Husky. But I really like the Husky boxes. Some people are, it's so funny. You guys should comment down below, actually. Home Depot or Lowe's? It's so funny. People are either Home Depot or Lowe's. I'm a Home Depot guy. I don't know why, but I like Husky stuff. But got that, and then got a new 1/2-inch Milwaukee impact today. Pretty excited about that. And got some batteries charging. But anyways, so I've just been trying to clean and organize this area because it's been a mess for a while. Still got some cleaning to do. But today we're finally working back on the Mustang. So as you guys know, in the previous video, kind of updated you. The front end is done. Ready to go. Still got no hood, but that's okay. We don't need one where we're going. Still working through a few small electrical issues, but while we're working on that, the biggest thing I got to do is, if you guys know, we haven't really painted anything underneath or up in the front, and obviously rust happens. So luckily, that's just surface rust. It's nothing serious. It'll come off real quick. That's just from being outside a little bit, getting some rain on it. But the same thing goes for underneath the car. Let me show you. So you can see a little bit of surface rust on that nice, very expensive TRZ chromoly rear end. And so if you guys know, I've talked about this for a while, but the seal on the pumpkin for the Strange Ultra case has been leaking for a while. So my plan today is get the wheels off, get the brakes off, pull the axles out, obviously drive shaft, pull the center section out, and before I put the new gasket on and put it all back together, I'm going to remove a bunch of stuff and try and paint the axle while it's in the car. I don't want to completely pull the axle out because it is a pain, but like I gotta paint some of the frame rails where we grind it off to weld to. Joe had already painted where he had to do some clearancing, but there's a lot of stuff that needs to be painted under here because it is just raw metal and it's going to rust over time. So that is the goal today, and then I've got to drop the transmission and pull that out because we got the new Hughes torque converter, but that'll probably be in the next video or two because today's goal is to get this thing jacked up, get all the rear end stuff out, and paint the rear end. So let's get to it. Alright, I do have some Harbor Freight stuff. Joe got this nice low pro 3-ton jack, and I saw it was orange, and he had a few of these, and now that he's not racing, he's into restoring Fox bodies with Coyote swaps, I guess now. He had just bought this one, and this one was just the one for his trailer. So I bought this off him. Look at that, matches the car. Alright guys, got the weld alphas off. God Lord, do I love these wheels. Woo! So, got the Strange brakes off. Got them zip tied up here so it's not pulling on the brake line. And got the little bracket that goes behind here that holds it. So now essentially what we gotta do is pop these out of the pumpkin and drop the drive shaft and then pull that center section out and get to it. Messy. Alright, would you just look at how big these axles are? So if you guys don't know, these are Strange 40 spline gun drilled axles. So they're a little bit lighter by doing the gun drilling down the middle, and then these are 40 splines. This is like some of the strongest ones you can get. Whew! That looks expensive. Alright, a little more work. Got the Wiles drive shaft over there. Carbon drive shaft is out. Now time to get the center section out. And it is a lot of nuts and bolts. So we're gonna get that guy out, and these are always fun to get out because they're not super heavy, but you know, I'm on the floor, so I could put the jack under it. I may do that to support it, but these are always fun to do by yourself. Slow.
Okay, you got it?
You go a little faster. That's good. On the back. Okay, pull it out. Sweet. Shout out Kennedy helping me pull the axle out. So we got obviously tape off where this thing bolts up, tape off the center, tape off the ends, and then we'll start scuffing it up and painting it. Like I said, I could have gone as far to get this like powder coated, super nicely done, but honestly it's gonna be underneath the car. It's gonna take some abuse, so I think just some good old primer and some black paint and it'll look good enough. Like I said, no one's gonna be seeing it. It's gonna take some abuse, so that way when it gets scratched up, I can just touch it up. Because if I powder coat it, I'm gonna be pissed when I scratch it. So at least if I spray paint it, it gets messed up. You can spray paint it, touch it up real quick, no big deal. So let's get this guy cleaned up and painted. Kennedy taking photos for Coyote Direct. Shout out Ken Dog. Can't wait to get that invoice.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive.
Got Capone helping. Come on, buddy. Show. So the second can, of course, the tip of it got jacked up, I guess, when we picked it up, but the color laid down super nice, but you can see there's like a couple little drips here and there because the can, like I said, the tip got messed up, so it was dripping off. So fix the tip of it. I'm gonna do another layer here and hopefully that'll fix it, smooth it out a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna be underneath the car. You're not gonna really see it, but actually looks really good. Shout out TRZ, that badass rear end. So I'm gonna get this probably last coat on, and then we'll let it cure overnight before we start putting it back in the car. Day 2 of losing my mind. The complete rear end, all the control arms, shocks, everything are out. And I've been trying to clean it up so we can paint all the stuff that we welded back here. So I'm not gonna like do some crazy fancy paint job back here. It's literally just to make sure none of this stuff that we welded in rust. So taped off some of the important stuff. Need to finish wrapping some of this stuff up, but yeah, it's not going to be some crazy fancy paint job. Like I said, it's just all the stuff we welded underneath. And I'm already, you know, if this was somebody else's car, I'd probably take all this stuff off and do it real nice. But my own car, I just want it to work. It's been down too long. So we're going to get some of these lines out of the way and finish cleaning this up and lay some paint down. Alright, so like I said, not the best paint job, but literally the point of this was to protect anything that we had welded or cut that was still raw metal. So, I think we accomplished that. Just all black everything. Oh no! Oh no! We missed a spot. Come here, Mr. Rust-Oleum. Ah. Look at this. Bam! Spot fixed. Look at that. Call me for all your auto body needs. Just kidding. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed what we did to the rear end of the car. We are working on getting the axle back in there now, so I'll show you guys that on the next video, as well as pulling the old Hughes converter out and putting the new badass one in. I'm really excited about that. But I will see you guys on the video. Make sure you message me if you need any car parts, because just because the website is more focused on Coyotes, so I wanted there to be a website where it's just focused on Coyotes. But if you need parts for another vehicle, I can still get you those parts because I'm still a dealer for these different companies. So let me know if I can help you out. I will see you guys on the next one.